through their memorable day and backbone of other women in general. Because this day is in aroma spice, they spice up.
Not the jail.
Judge, as long as you have reflected on the rights and the wrongs and you choose to be happy. For that, we are way for everything, and they have actually refused to stay in silence. But we should also note that we are changers. Not on we can say forget everything, and they have also had from being astray. And this comes to every woman. We are celebrating them through the statements, taken 10 steps back, but they still come back in order for them to know.
You know, there's a lot of women, I'm listening to you, that while you are in a safe place,
The freedom we are expressing being pushed to the hole and celebrating. We are women, peace, because two countries are fighting. They are women. They are also youth.
that noise. So if you can find, we are having April for Natasha. And, you know, I have an ear for young people who, when you finish with all this schooling, you sound like a preacher. You sound, in some cases, you sound like a teacher. You sound like a lecturer.
Myself, kind of me just being me and actually having a voice that actually others are able to take heed to. And that's all.
It's very broad, my question, and I started to bring it. What is
In anything, as long as you have that heart of not giving up, it doesn't matter how long it takes, but as long as it's within, in order for you to see the change you want to be, you can. Brought me is my mom, because she has also had as a changer of games, not only a game. I don't want. She used to say, do you know what will speak for you? If you have the heart and the willing, it doesn't matter. God will use means in organization, and that's me where I wouldn't fail that legacy and that picture that she wanted. She never just thing to actually do. We are who we say we are.
um no boundaries from every language? You know, there's a saying I keep telling people. We have something here that we say we're cross cultural. You're no longer in the place how young you are. I mean, just like Natasha, you have an opportunity to that women, whether some of them were medical, some of them were stories of education and the pursuits of how they got there and the struggles, that I just had to fold my arms to. I was just blown away. We can hear a lot more of this. I mean, just think about our world. You have so many areas of conversations. Might be an attorney, who might be a teacher, who might be a preacher. I mean, just think about it. Think about the vast amount of information. It's like an information highway, but only flavored with women. of all these descriptions and language and dialects globally that can grace the presence of Heart Talk Between Sisters and lend and blend needed. Because what I found out from some of the women that listened, though the story was different, they could have identified with the story in their own experience with something else they were going through. But what it took for that particular person and their struggle and their pursuits and the challenges of those things, women was so moved and encouraged. There were times I listened to this thing, man, and women at the time, and you can see women welling up, the tears fill their eyes. You could hear the cracking of their voice as they told their story. And man, the response of, it's not a hard sell. We just want you guys to understand on this particular day of International Women's Day celebration for you, um, the doors are wide open to every woman. Heart Talk Between Sisters radio station, WCN radio, and and just be a blessing to somebody else. The features on the website are 65 different languages. So every on all of the stations, the click of a button, you can read anything on the website in your language. We are probably one of the few when over 65 different languages. Truly professional, truly inclusive, and those and save. So when they shop and save, we get a little something to carry on this work that we're doing. So even when we've partnered with even Amazon and just some of the things, you can hear the gospel, you can hear story when we bring her back at some point in time, you'll be amazed at her story. But what happened is that when I had the power, the preparation, I think is in Pakistan, and I want to make her an ambassador for what she is doing. The opportunity for bonding and friendship, you never know who God is going to hook you up with. And you never know where you will. A lot going on for them, and they may just ask you to come and speak. You never know. You may get a doctorate, you may get an honorary doctorate, you never know. And just come by the dozens, come by droves, come by whatever it is. We sift through everything here. Give us a call at plus 1678 856 3709. Or you can call the president yourself. You can call her, well, not today. You can call her at plus 260 mothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen,